Breaking news: NURTW removes MC Oluomo, dissolves Lagos State Council. Hello, my wonderful people. We've been bringing you up to date with regards to MC Oluomo and the National Road Workers, Transport Workers in Lagos, and all that has been going on. This man has been moving like a king. I mean, at some point, he wanted to be the king in some area in Lagos where they said, well, they consulted some oracle called the Ifa, and the Ifa said MC Olumo was not chosen. That was what gave rise to a natural death on that regard. Well, MC Olumo, a prominent figure because he's the chairman of the National Union in Lagos. Of course, so you know that the garage motor boys and girls, of course, ladies also do, they work in the garages and all that. They pay, they respect him. Yeah, they respect him a lot, And so MC Olumo, I mean, he has done something recently. He's had real issues, but because he's a Tinubu boy, he feels he's untouchable. But I mean, the worst has happened. They suspended him at some point, and they asked him because they divided the vehicles from the tricycles, and this really upset him in no small way. Right now, NURT has totally dissolved Lagos Council. So, I mean, there's no MC Olumo, so to say. Let's get all the details. NURTW removes MC Olumo, dissolve Lagos State Council. The National Administrative Council NAC of the National Union of Road Transport Workers NURTW has removed Alhaji Musiu Akinsoye, aka MC Olumo, and dissolved the Lagos State Council of the Union. The union, in a statement on Wednesday titled Dissolution of Lagos State Administrative Council, jointly signed by Alhaji Terju Ibukola and Alhaji Kabiru, the president and general secretary, respectively, stated that the decision of the NAC was based on the provision of the union constitution. The secretary of the state union has been appointed to take over the management of NURTW activities in the state in the interim. The statement reads in part, in view of the fact that nature abodes vacuum, the State Secretariat of the Union, Commander Sheyi Bankole, is hereby directed to take over the running of the affairs of Lagos State Council pending the constitution of a critical committee after consultation with relevant authority. The statement also advised all members of the union in the state and general public to henceforth desist from dealing with members of the dissolved Lagos State Council on issues concerning the union. The national body stated that it took the decision to dissolve the Lagos State Council due to the failure of the state chairman Alhaji Musiu Akinsoya to show remorse and come to terms with what is going on. He feels he has some godfather. You know who that godfather is. I'll whisper it. Tinubu. The National Administrative Council, during its meeting on March the 15th, 2022, generously passed a resolution to grant pardon to the suspended state chairman if he shows some remorse and tenders unreserved apology to the union. However, up till this moment, the suspended chairman bluntly refused to do so, hence the decision to take action against the Lagos State Administrative Council by dissolving the same, the statement has added. Recall that the Lagos State Council, under the former chairman Alhaji Musiu Akinsoye, MC Olumo, has been engaged in running battle with the national body of the union in Abuja. He was suspended for insubordination and retaliation on the suspension. Akinsoye, on March the 10th, at a press conference, announced his exit as well as his support for the NURTW. So, my people, this is what is happening. They say pikin when you watch your hand clean, you go eat with elders. But the one when he show say he not get respect, he go lose himself. This is the case of our very own brother MC Olumo. MC Olumo is one person who has worked with the Union of Road Transport Workers, and but recently the union decided that they were going to have a division with regards to the vehicles and the tricycles, one we call keke. uh this and annoyed him in no small way. He was not happy with that development and resisted vehemently and said that cannot happen. However, the union insists that it must happen, and because he has the big boys by his side, you know, because he had the big boys by the side, he bluntly refused to obey the union, even when they asked him to apologize. He felt it was unnecessary, okay, and so he did not really pay attention, to his job, because whether you like it or not, he's a Tinubu boy, okay, he's a Tinubu boy, and if he's a Tinubu boy, then you should know that things pertaining to Lagos State, if he says this, if he speaks or if he coughs, there will be people that will answer, that will reply in such a way and such a manner. And so this guy just decided to say, you know what, they cannot do me anything, but you've forgotten that you need to be careful, you need to pay attention, you need to be, when you are working with people, you need to be cautious. You might be a Tinubu boy, but Tinubu is not Alpha and Omega. Okay, and if you're working with this union, you're working with these people, you need to observe, because whatever you're doing is also going to affect Tinubu. I know that when Tinubu is ready, he will have to call these people and say, it's okay, what's the problem? Don't worry, I will talk to him, he's my boy, reinstate him. That's what happens, my dear. This is not Nigeria. We'll call them, entertain them. Him calling them is a sign of respect, and before you know it, the guy is back on. It might be formally announced, it may not be formally announced, but this is why there is no decorum, law and order, things done decently and in order. To the extent that Lagos State governor had to get involved, and the union is saying, you know what, let's just dissolve the one in Lagos, because it feels very strongly that the one in Lagos is more, instead of a union driven, is more politically driven. Okay, especially now that Tinubu is going for presidency. We don't know yet, because APC has not had their primaries, and we all know what's going on in that regard, in that tangent, because anything can happen. And so, I mean, the union has sent a strict message to him saying, if you cannot obey, adhere, apologize, it shows the kind of person you are internally. And so we are pulling the plug on this very thing. We're pulling the plug. So this is what is going on, and MC Oluomo, they've dissolved the whole thing, and they've dissolved everything, and it is what it is, But we'll keep you up to date as the matter unfolds. We keep telling you that these people, they know what they are doing. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.